What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. Title of this video is I just bought 5,000 books, approximately, to sell on Amazon FBA, and I want to make this video as a precursor to what's going to happen today and give you guys a little bit of the background story of how this deal came about, because the deal isn't 100% complete yet, but it is in progress. And I hope that this video might be able to help someone in the future, because a deal like this that I've put together, there's two outcomes. Well, there's maybe three outcomes. Either I'm gonna make a ton of money, and I'll explain how much I paid, all the logistics and everything. I'm gonna make maybe a couple bucks and waste a ton of time. Or three, I am gonna absolutely flop and fall on my face. So here's the story. I had a guy reach out to me on Instagram yesterday. And by the way, comment below and let me know that I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you see me okay? Because sometimes these lives on YouTube get a little funky. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for everybody to comment. Let me know that you can hear me. Let me know that you can see me. What's up, Zach Ott? Good to see ya. Who's watching right now? Can you hear me now? What's up, Bradley Kessler? Neil says audio is good. All right, perfect. So I received a message on Instagram yesterday, and this is why it's so important to post content online, because you build relationships, build connections that could grow your business. Got a message from a guy saying, hey, I'm a part of a franchise of a cleaning company out in Philadelphia, on our branch that's in Connecticut. I know somebody who has over 5,000, 6,000 books, and they're looking for somebody to come pick it up. And they're really not asking for anything for it. They just need it gone. They've cleaned everything out of this house. And based on where it was located in Connecticut, it was out in the Stanford area, there is money out there. There's a lot of $1 million properties. There's a lot of $700,000, $800,000 properties. And when I received the address, I realized that the houses on that street were going for $6, $7, $8, $1.2 million, some of them upwards too. So when it comes to selling books, you want to go to places that are, where there's more money, where there's more wealth. You'll typically find better books. And Connecticut's great in general, but I knew this area, I'm like, this is an interesting area. So there's this cleaning company, they need everything moved out. And he messaged me yesterday, and I got back to him at like 6 or 7 at night, and we had a conversation. He says, Steve, you have to rent a box truck. You have to drive there tomorrow, which is 2 hours. You have to fill it all up. It's a 20-foot box truck. We have guys there. We have a team. We'll load it up. But you have to drive out there 2 hours, 20-foot box truck, and then you've got to deal with it. Now, granted, I'm in Connecticut and I'm leaving tomorrow. I've been in Connecticut for 2 weeks. I got to go home. I got business to take care of in Miami. I got to go home. So I'm thinking to myself, here's this crazy opportunity with 6,000 plus books. It's a highly literate area. It's out in the Stanford, Connecticut area where there's a lot of money. Unfortunately, rest in peace, someone had passed away. The guy, and this is part one of the video, I'm gonna post part two with pictures and edits and everything, but the guy who had passed away, he had a library in his house, literally a library, and they sent a video and there were just thousands and thousands and thousands of books. And from what I saw, a lot of them were nonfiction, religious, history, older, kind of rare books. Now, that's just a little pinch out of what they actually had. So I don't really know. So I'm literally buying this blind. So I'm getting ready to go leave. I'm planning everything. I'm calling up the U-Haul. I'm like, all right, the next morning I'm gonna rent this U-Haul. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna spend 7, 8 hours. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna load up the trucks. I'm gonna bring it back. And last second I thought to myself, and this is a very valuable lesson, and I hope that some of you listen to this, but I know 99% of you are not gonna listen to this. But you'll learn eventually when you do this long enough. I asked myself, what is my time worth? I asked myself, what is my time worth? And for me, at my income level, where I am, and this isn't to impress you, but really to impress upon you the fact that you have to know what your time is worth, it's well over $100, $200 an hour, easily. And I said to myself, why am I gonna go drive a box truck that I hate driving? I hate driving those things. They scare the living shit out of me. Why am I gonna pick up this box truck, wake up at 6 in the morning, fill out all the paperwork, get the box truck, drive there, wait for them to load it, bring it back, load it up again? I'm gonna lose the whole day. So I talked to Avery, my partner, Romer the Romer, and he's like, why don't you just hire a driver? And I thought to myself, why don't I just hire a driver? Why am I gonna do it? Long story short, put out a Facebook ad. Within 20 minutes, I had a driver, paying him a couple $100 to do it. And all day long, he's been driving out there. He's been loading up the books, which he's not really loading them up. He's just packing some of the boxes. There's loaders over there. And now I'm just waiting for the books to come back to me. I rented out a storage unit. Just got done with that, which came to about $120 for the month because I don't have any space over here. Our warehouse is jam-packed. We don't have room for any of this. So a couple $100 for a driver. I'm gonna pay a couple $100 for the books just to cover their their labor and stuff. So that'll be $400 for the truck and for the books, and then a couple $100 give or take for the storage locker. So that's about $600, and there's gonna be about 5,000 books coming. I wish I could show you guys some of the pictures and the videos, but this is gonna be part one to determine if this is a good idea or not. Because there's gonna come a day, if you sell books, where you're going to come across a gigantic opportunity like this, and you're gonna have a couple options. One, take it, or two, pass, or pass it off to somebody for a commission, which I was thinking about. And you don't always have to do all the work yourself. One of the things I've learned in business, and again, most people aren't gonna take this advice, and I suffered with this for years where I felt like I had to do everything myself. The people who are the most successful, it isn't necessarily how hard they physically work, but it's how smart you work, how efficient you are. Are you climbing up the right ladder? I was just talking to my friend the other day, it was actually this morning, and I told him, you could physically work 100 times more than me. And I wasn't saying me, but I was just comparing, like, figuratively two people. But you could have one person who works 12 hours a day going to thrift stores and finds, I don't know, let's just say 4,000 items over the year and makes 40 grand. Or you could have somebody who works 3 hours a week and all he does is call up estate companies, cleaning companies, foreclosing companies, real estate agents, and says, hey, I buy and sell. If you're ever selling a house or liquidating a property or you need a cleanup, I buy this type of item. And look, just with this one deal, now I'm gonna come on and say it, I could lose my ass on this. This $700 could be out because it could be a bunch of crappy books. But one deal like this, how long would it take? Let's just say that there's a 10% acceptance rate or something. How much time would that have taken me to go to thrift stores to find that? So I'm not telling you this is going to be a huge score. I don't know. There's a risk involved. But what I'm trying to get you to think about, and again, if you're new to business, you're going to take this and throw it out and say, Steve's full of it. But you'll learn. You will learn. You've got to realize that working smart sometimes will kick working hard's butt for months on end. There's been things in my businesses where I've made 20, 30, 40, 50,000 in a month because I just used my head and I thought about it, or I just climbed a different ladder or had a different business opportunity. So we'll see how this goes. I'd be curious to know what you guys think. But I think a big valuable lesson is, thinking outside the box, taking a risk. Sometimes you have to take a risk and weigh out the risk versus a reward. Books are, $600 investment. Very little time at this moment to acquire these books. And what do I risk? I risk $600, and what could I gain? I could ultimately gain $10,000, $15,000 of profit if it's a home run score, which it may or may not be. So this is just a video talking and kind of going over my mindset, some of my numbers. Again, I'm probably going to be in it for around $600. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys posted. If you aren't following me on TikTok at Rake and Profit Official or Instagram at Rake and Profit, I am starting to update a lot more over there because on this YouTube channel, I think I've been blacklisted, honestly, because my YouTube videos hardly get any views anymore. They hardly, I have subscribers. They say your videos just don't pop up anymore. So I don't know, maybe it's because I make videos on a lot of topics and I'm losing my viewership here, whatever it is. I'm living my true life. I'm doing my thing. I'm not trying to be a celebrity and get millions of views. I just want to make sure that I get my message out, and YouTube's been treating me like crap over the last year or so. Now, granted, I've changed and maybe I'm not giving the people what they want, but I can only be myself. I'm not here to make friends with all of you guys, to be honest. I want to help you guys and add value. That's my goal. But I'm not going to serve my audience cookie cutter content and if I'm not into it. I want to help people, but I want to do what I enjoy and I want to share my journey. So TikTok and Instagram has been showing me a lot more love lately, and I've been busy. I've been very busy making a lot of moves, but it's been a little challenging creating content on YouTube just because the algorithm is pretty nasty over here now. You post a video to 150,000 subs and you'll be lucky to get 500 views. That isn't an audience that likes or hates you. That's an audience that just isn't even seeing your content. So I know it's my fault at the end of the day. I'm not saying it's my viewers' faults. It's all my fault. Obviously I must have made some mistakes along the way, but I'm posting my content a lot more on TikTok and Instagram lately. So if you're wondering where I am, I'm over there, but we're going to be posting at least a couple times a week over here on YouTube, and hopefully I can keep serving and helping you guys out. Carolina says, YouTube wanted to show to as many hairy tornado videos. No offense to him, but I see it pop up every video. I mean, I don't know him, but I know his content's really cool. And, things change. Yeah, I'm like the grandpa of the reselling YouTube community now, I guess. I've been in it for a while. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. This is part 1 of what may be a part 2, part 3 video. And my contact, who is out in New York now, the truck's pretty much getting filled up. He's going to drive it back, and we're going to unload it in the storage locker. And then my mom and I are going to start scanning some books. And between you and I, guys, I'll be 100% honest with you. I'm leaving tomorrow. Don't tell my mom. I need you guys to keep me a secret. Okay, keep a secret. You're going to keep a secret? I think I'm just going to give my mom all the books because I'm leaving back to Miami. So what I think I'm going to do is just rent the locker out for maybe like a month or 2 for her. Let her scan through it all. And when I come back next, I'll just dispose of all the duds. And then let her make the money. One of the things I realize is as I get older, there's going to come a time where, your parents are gone, and you need to figure out what makes them happy and do things that make them happy. So I think I'm going to surprise her and just literally open up the thing and be like, hey, Mom, I'm leaving back to Miami. So these are all for you. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm excited, and I'll post some updates on Instagram, and you'll see the truck, you'll see all the books, and hopefully we make a little bit of money. How do you dispose of duds? There's multiple ways. There's a website, sellbackyourbooks.com. I believe that's the website where you can dispose of your duds. You can post online. There's people that'll buy them, like on Facebook Marketplace. There's donating back to thrift stores. And there's also, if you have any recycling companies in your area, you can put a deal together with them, load up all the books on a pallet and drop it off. And a lot of times they'll pay you like $30 a ton. All right. So hopefully this video brought some value to you. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day, and stay tuned for part 2 coming soon. Check me out on TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook. All right. So you guys have a fantastic day. Much love. Super grateful for you all, and have an amazing day. Take care, Mary. Bye, everybody.